My name is Dina Slay. Koffee and KupKakes is my baby. I opened it in the beginning of the pandemic, not paying attention that it was a pandemic. People, they take it the wrong way because I'm from New York.
What I want you to do is I want you to compartmentalize all the different hats that you wear. So when we talk about scaling a business, because you're at scale now, right?
Right.
Like you've launched the business, now you're growing the business. That's the CEO, right? That's the owner.
Yes.
That's the person who's saying, I'm the face, here's the brand, here's my idea, who gives it to the people who strategize. Okay. And then let's talk about why haven't we hired yet?
Okay.
It's important that in entrepreneurship, we understand that it's okay to be you. Hi, I'm Coach Nick. Entrepreneurs call me when they want to launch, grow, or scale their business. This is Nick, Fix My Biz.
People come in here with me and I'm talking to my friends and we're talking and they get into our conversation. And then they start getting into their conversations. And then I say, excuse me, is it all right if I take this to put this on my page for Koffee and KupKakes? And we go on and on and on. And then they say, oh, I can't wait to come back. Yesterday, I just had a man here. He's a millionaire. I didn't even know he was a millionaire until after he left. He said, I will be back here next week because he loved the conversation that we had. When trucks break down, he sends people out to pick up the trucks and stuff like that. But he goes to different parts of the state. He said, I will be back here. He said, he had so much fun. He said, he said, even if it's not to do work, just to buy some coffee and enjoy.
Yeah.
Then I found out he was a millionaire. But he's coming back.
Yeah.
He's coming.
So tell me about sales. How are we doing every day, every week, every month?
What I have to start doing, which I'm not doing, I have to open a bag of coffee. And I have to see how much money I make off that one bag of coffee. Something that I am not doing. Strategy. I have to start putting in my inventory. I do not do any of that. I don't do inventory. I don't check. The only thing that I do is count my cupcakes.
Yeah.
Because
it's because you're doing everything.
But I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm baking, I'm never going to the bank like I'm supposed to. I'm just like my cousin just came here today and said, you are tired. You have to calm down. You cannot be here all the time. I'm up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm here at like 6 o'clock and I'm baking or cleaning or the store is my life. I have no time for myself. Not even on Sundays I'm baking. So it's just I do need a break. Yeah. Honestly, I need a break. And then I'm even like, I'm not coming in on such a. And I still come. I had my cousin here for a little while. He was here, but he wasn't presentable for my store. My store has a look, so you can't scare the customers away.
Right.
You have to be, so.
Listen, starting a business can be complicated, but it doesn't have to be. There's 3 things every entrepreneur needs to know when they're getting ready to start their business. Number 1, that there's a difference between starting a business and launching a business. You don't want to just start a business. You need to put a strategic plan in place so that you can actually accomplish the results that you're looking for. Number 2, where are you going to get your first customers? And not just any customers, but customers who will pay you a premium. And then number 3, where to get funding for your business. If you're looking to grow the business, you need something to start it with. So if you are a new or aspiring entrepreneur, or you're looking to launch a new product or service, I want to invite you to my free training where I'm teaching you how to launch your business in the next 90 days or less using the resources you have, okay? Because it gets real out here. So if you want to attend that training, make sure you click the link in the description below and I will see you in the training. Now back to the episode. So what I want you to do is I want you to break down all the roles that you play. Remember, you are playing everything, right? And so I want you to take some time and break down all the roles that you play, right? So cleaning, inventory, baking, customer service, right? What else?
Opening and closing.
Opening, closing.
Well, I'm only paying me right now, and I have to stop paying myself every day.
And you also have right, and you also have to play strategy and CEO.
Yes.
You got to know your numbers.
I don't even, and you know what's crazy? I don't even consider myself. That's really sad. As the CEO, as the owner, I'm looking at myself as a worker right now, because that's all I'm doing is working like a mule.
Yep.
That's all I'm doing.
So what day are you going to dedicate to be your CEO day?
That's the day when I have to see how much money that came that week, to see my inventory, to see. So that's going to be probably every Monday.
Every Monday?
Yes.
All right, write it down.
Okay, Mondays.
See, a lot of times in entrepreneurship, we feel that we get lost in the sauce, right? Because we are playing each role. But it's so important to structure your week so that you can actually be productive.
Monday.
Because we move from just having a hobby to actually running a business.
Right.
You know, so you need to have time where you are in visionary mode. You are thinking about what is the goal for Koffee and KupKakes the next 3 to 5 years?
Right.
You know, when do you take time to do that? What is our goal for this fiscal year? What do we want to make by the end of this year? How are we going to do that? What specials can we do? Right?
Once in a while, but I need to always do it. Once in a while, like when I overbake. And I notice that I overbake.
Now you got waste.
No, I don't. There's no waste here. I put buy one and get two free. You know, I do that sometimes. But I need to do that. I need to do something on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And on Friday. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to do something. You buy a cup of coffee and, I need to do something to bring the people in.
So when do you open? When do you close? When is your busy times?
See, it's so hard to say because I would think Monday is a down day. And then sometimes Monday is ridiculously busy. See, it depends on, because it's a Chinese restaurant and it's a Mexican restaurant. Neither one of them have dessert.
Right.
So sometimes I sit in here after and I make a lot of money after the time I close. I close at 5, but if I don't close and I'm just sitting here, you see, people just came just now. I will make some money. Then if the cigar bar is having a party, I don't close.
Right.
I don't close because they need coffee after they're doing whatever they do. Then I make my money that way. You understand?
Have you reached out to the different business owners in this plaza to see how you could partner?
No, I did not. And I should.
Because if a restaurant doesn't have desserts, maybe they just want to buy desserts from you and offer that on their menu.
Okay. I see.
What are your thoughts on that? You didn't seem too happy about that.
Well, honestly, okay. So now we're going to, you have me, I'm black. You have Chinese and you have Mexicans. They walk right past me all the time. They eat each other's foods. They do. Once in a blue moon, they'll come and buy coffee. Mainly the Mexicans, because they come in early in the morning. So the Chinese only came once. I've been here for a year and a half. The Chinese man came here like 3 times. But the Mexicans out of a week, they might come in, but they work with each other. They act like they don't see me. They only unless it's coffee or if they want to see me with spandex on.
Well, wear your spandex and reach out.
Because, hey, mommy, what you got there? I got coffee. That's it. That's all I got for you.
You should maybe an idea is, again, we just talked about purpose, right?
Right.
And why you're here. Maybe an idea is to reach out to them, invite them to the coffee shop, maybe before they open or after they close as business owners, and just get to know them.
Okay.
Spark the relationship, because you never know what could come out of that, right? Yeah. And you never know what business you could be missing. It's great for people to catch you, right? Like on their way out.
Right.
But imagine if now you have like consistent orders coming from these businesses.
The lady who owns the daycare said, "Can you please open a little earlier?" And I'm like, "No, but maybe I might." I might do that.
For the parents? Is she saying it's for the parents to drop them off?
Well, I'm here anyway at 7:00. If they come to the door, I'll let them in. But I have remember, I'm doing everything. I don't have, now if I had somebody to open for me or whatever, I still would come and help out. But it's just time for me to get the strategy going.
Yeah.
It's time for me to, Mondays, like we said, start checking on how much money I made. And stop spending money every single day.
Yes.
I cannot.
How are you going to hold yourself accountable? Who's going to be your accountability partner? Tanisha, can you be her accountability partner?
No, I can do that. No, but Tanisha's
there's so much power in having an accountability partner. Christian is my accountability partner we're each other's accountability partner for a lot of things. And
she tells me this is why I have her around me all the time, because she's not a yes person. I don't want anybody around me. I have another friend. Her name is. Yeah, that's right, Dina. Yes. Woo. Like everything I say is, I just like her because I love her.
Right.
But she's always in agreement with me. Me and this one over here is not in agreement. Never.
Yeah.
Never. We're never. But I will confide.
You gotta be open.
Right. She's like, she'll be open, like, all right, well, if you're going to do this, then you need to do this. And I'm always like, why? Well, I'm not. Well, okay, you go to see what's going to happen later. And then I'm coming to her, and she was like, well, see, if you would have did it this way, then you wouldn't have had this problem. And I'm like, oh.
If she's open, or whoever is going to be your accountability partner, what I want you to do is just try for 30 days.
Okay.
A check-in at the beginning of the week, check-in at the end of the week. Here's my goals. And when we talk about goals, we're talking about these people up here, right? So we're talking about, my goal is to do inventory by Thursday. My goal is, to finish my marketing plan, right? Or to make some content, right? And it's great because she's a business owner, so y'all get what you need to do, right? Yeah. So I want you to commit to an accountability partner.
Okay, that's her.
And check in at minimum, beginning of the week, end of the week, set your goals, and then, give each other what's going to happen if you don't meet your goals.
Okay.
Right? How do you feel? What are your takeaways so far?
So far I'm feeling it. I'm enjoying. I mean, these are things that I know that I had to do, but now that I'm talking to somebody about it, it's actually, believe it or not, I'm looking at you as an overseer right now. Not a partner, but as an overseer. That because you have invited in my life to show me what I need to do. That's what
I'm a business coach. That's what I do. And if you need a business coach, click that link below. Click. All right. So I want to talk about a couple of ideas that I think can help your revenue.
Okay.
And help you with, because when I asked you what the problem was, the first thing was customer service.
Okay.
So I love the fact that you're focused on the customer, because without customers, we have no business.
Right.
Like they are the lifeblood of our business. And so a couple of ideas that, and we can help you look at these and figure it out, is a rewards program. Okay. So you have faithful customers who come in here every day. Like how often?
Every day. I have Phil. Every day I have those men that were sitting here is every day. Right. The one who came in here late, a few minutes, every day. Tay, earlier, she was waiting for you. Like she left because she had to go. That's why my phone kept going. That was her. Yeah. Her every day. Yeah. She's every day. Tanisha, my partner.
Reward these people. No. And the reason the reason why is because you've already built loyalty. Right. Imagine how much more loyalty you can build with people that you don't know. The lady that walked in here the other day that was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were over here." Yeah. Now you have some sort of reward program, and she'll come back. Okay. Or she'll tell her friend, to come back, right? Okay. Not only that, what's so powerful that many business owners miss out on is email marketing and text message marketing.
I have that on my computer.
You do?
Yes.
Do you text your customers? All right. Well, hey, we got to put it in action, right?
Yeah. When I first started, I used to put everybody, because you can email your receipt to yourself. So I said, you want a receipt? How do you want it? You can email yourself. Just give me your phone number, and I hit it, and then you go to your thing, and then I can let people know when I'm having I can text them from my phone, from my cash register to say, this week is buy one and get two free.
Do you have a software, a reward software?
No.
So I want you to look into Spark Loyalty. Spark Loyalty is a great loyalty program that it's like a little thing that sits up there, and you can set your own rules. So you can say you spend this much, you get this many points. Once you get to a certain amount of points, you get a free coffee, or you get 50% off, or you get a free cupcake or something like that, right? Yes. You can keep up with people's birthdays. They also have texting features. Texting is super powerful because you can send a text randomly, right? Like 30 days after someone has visited to say, hey, it's time for your morning coffee. Right. Stop by and 10% off on us or something like that. Okay. Or get a free upgrade to large or something like that, right? So look into reward programs, because that's how you can build loyalty and you can turn your customers into raving fans. Okay. Also, when you spend some time with strategy and visionary, really solidify the brand. So these cups are cool, but as you elevate to the next level, how can we either get some branded cups or even some actual ceramic mugs for people who are sitting here? And what that does is it just elevates the brand. Okay. It elevates the brand, right?
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that now. We actually, Tanisha, who's my partner right now, she is making my mugs. That's for coffee and cupcakes. And when people sit in, I actually give them, when they sit in, they don't drink from out of that. I have a saucer and a cup for them, to suck off.
Okay.
So I have that, the sip off. So that's what I do when I know that they're sitting in.
Yeah, and they don't all have to be branded. Right. As long as you have some real ceramic, that's fine. Also, like, I know you say like, oh, it's the New York and New York style Southern. Sometimes people just take that the wrong way. But how can you capitalize off of that to make this an experience, right? To really bring, because when you just told me your story about like your whole place, this is like a piece of your home, right? That you've brought to Atlanta.
Yes, like the brick reminds me of home.
Yeah.
The graffiti reminds me of New York. I never want to go back into what I used to do for a living.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of not to go back. Mm-hmm. That writing on the wall, it reminds me of the graffiti, the writing on the wall. You don't want to go back. You want to stay selling coffee and cupcakes. Right. You don't want to get in any more trouble. Mm-hmm. You want to stay on a straight path, straight and narrow.
Yep.
Maybe some of that message needs to be up on the walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adding the flair of like why you have people sign the walls, all that stuff, or even on top of that, like maybe you should have a sign outside, like
one way.
Don't be afraid of my New York accent.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right before you walk through the door.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because it at least allows people to understand. Because people know, like, oh, you have a New York accent. We know what that sounds like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could combat a lot of confusion walking in.
Okay.
Infuse yourself here, because this is yours. Like, infuse yourself into the shop. And when you do that, you become a unique brand that is known, that's memorable, right? So there's 3 components to branding that I coach on. It's brand message, brand identity, and brand story. Your brand, let's start with identity. Your brand identity is like your logo, the look, the feel, right? Yes. Social media, your aesthetic. The message is just like what Christian said, like, don't be watch out for my New York accent or whatever. Like, you can put that message and thing. And then your story is an amazing story. How do you tell that? And that's in like your content when you're trying to get your brand out there, raise brand awareness. So embrace that and infuse it into this store.
Right.
The last piece of advice I want to give you is, as you're thinking about writing out everything that you do, because you need to be prepared to hire some folks to come in here and take over. That area is start developing SOPs. SOP is a standard operating procedure.
Okay. Do you think, I'm not trying to cut you.
Go ahead.
When I hire somebody, I want to make not a contract, but I need to put in order exactly what I need done for that day. Mm-hmm. How I need it done, how I need things clean,
Yeah.
Like not a contract, but
a checklist.
When you come in, the first thing you do, the name of my store, her name is Sarah. So
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I say is, "Good morning, Sarah."
Mm-hmm.
That plan is Sarafina. So good morning, Sarah and Sarafina. You know.
Yep.
Then we turn on the lights, and then that's when we start to do it. So I want to put everything in order. And these are the people that work with me. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everything goes in order, and you can't go wrong. You don't have to guess on what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I want to run my
So, and again, when you dedicate your CEO days, you should be writing out like what you're going to focus on during CEO day, right?
Yeah.
And one of those focuses at some point should be training and just standard operating procedure.
Right.
So how is someone greeted when they walk through the door? When you give somebody a cup, you change the cups, we're going to write their names on it. Starbucks is known for that, right? Your competitors are doing these things.
Right.
So you want to standardize, you want to write it down. Checklists are okay.
Right.
You got to give people a checklist. These are the things that need to be done
Right.
before you end your shift. Let me show you my SOPs. Listen, starting a business can be complicated, but it doesn't have to be. There's 3 things every entrepreneur needs to know when they're getting ready to start their business. Number 1, that there's a difference between starting a business and launching a business. You don't want to just start a business. You need to put a strategic plan in place so that you can actually accomplish the results that you're looking for. Number 2, where are you going to get your first customers? And not just any customers, but customers who will pay you a premium. And then number 3, where to get funding for your business. If you're looking to grow the business, you need something to start it with. So if you are a new or aspiring entrepreneur, or you're looking to launch a new product or service, I want to invite you to my free training where I'm teaching you how to launch your business in the next 90 days or less using the resources you have, okay? Because it gets real out here. So if you want to attend that training, make sure you click the link in the description below, and I will see you in the training. Now back to the episode. So these are my SOPs, right? Very simple. You don't have to get all fancy. Now, if you want programs, I can show you resources, but before we even advance there, just write down how you want things done, right? For each station, each area, and your recipes.
No, they can't get that.
Well, just write it down, because eventually you're going to have to scale. Dina, if you want to scale and you want to grow, somebody's going to have to take over, whether it's a manufacturer or whatever.
Okay, I'm not giving nobody that.
Please. Okay, we're going to work through that.
All right.
We'll work on that.
Okay.
But at least start writing down your SOPs.
Okay.
So see step 1, step 2.
Yes.
I have you could click in here, but again, your stuff is probably going to be printed out. So it could be something simple like that.
Okay. How
to make coffee. How much cream are you pouring in there?
How much coffee to put into the cup.
Right. How much coffee to put into the strainer, because if you put too much, now you're wasting coffee, right?
Yeah, my bad. My coffee costs too much money.
Mm-hmm.
I buy my coffee from Phoenix Roasters. They are out in Duluth. They're millionaires too.
Mm-hmm.
They come here to see little old me. They deliver specially to me, and you're supposed to. They come to me.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever considered white labeling, or what they consider white labeling? Do you know what white labeling is?
No.
White labeling is when somebody's already created the product, they manufacture the product, slap your brand on it, and you sell it here in your store.
Oh well, my brand. My brand. Because I'm selling their. Oh.
I mean, you could sell, if you want to sell their brand, you can, but.
Well, I buy their coffee and I sell it. This is what everybody loves is their coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have regular coffee. They call my coffee crack coffee.
It is.
They call it crack. They love it.
Tastes like
they come in and say, "Give me some of that crack, baby." That's what they say.
Uh-huh.
So that's what they call it, and it's Phoenix Roasters Coffee. I get it from them. They have their own little place where they roast their coffee, they grind it and everything. And I went to a coffee class. I didn't tell you guys that because the first time I made some coffee, I let somebody taste it and he was like, "Ew, that's disgusting." You understand what I'm saying to you? And one of their partners took me down for a coffee class. And I went to that class and I was so nasty to the people. I was rude because I didn't want to be there. And I was like, what is so hard to make coffee? You know, because I really thought that you could just, and I really
it's a barista.
Yes, I had to go through the class, and I'm not a coffee drinker. And then I started drinking coffee, and then I started tasting it and tasting the difference. And I thought the darker the bean, the stronger it was. The lighter the bean, the stronger it is. I
didn't even know that.
Right, I did not know that. I learned all of that, and then I started buying my coffee from them. I started owing them a lot of money. They loved me so much, you know. They didn't care. They still was working with me because I was like, I can't buy the coffee from you because I don't have the money, and I can't. He says, "Are you out of your mind?" You know, like, you know. And then everybody was like, "Why do you still have Phoenix roasters on your stuff?" I said, "Because that's where I bought the machine, and it's the coffee that I sell. I don't have to. I'm not trying to. I don't have a coffee and cupcake coffee yet. I'm selling Phoenix roasters, but it's my coffee. I buy it, and so."
You should talk to them. You're close with the owners?
Yes,
you should talk to them. You should talk to them maybe about making, maybe if you don't necessarily want a white label, then you can maybe come up with your coffee and cupcakes, right?
Right.
But also we should look at, again, when we're up here, retail, right?
Okay.
So you should sell these coffees. Because I was looking, I
was
like, where is it?
People ask me that too. They say, do you sell this? Do you sell this one, Dina? Do you sell? Matter of fact, when I buy my coffee, I have 3 people that I buy the 2-pound bag for them. When I'm ordering my coffee, I order theirs too.
Do you mark it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
A whole lot.
How much? What's the percentage?
Well,
you want to go over it?
No, just know that I make extra like $22 off of it.
Okay. $22 per bag.
Right.
Okay. So again, I mean, it's business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's business.
And she buys it. She does not care. She buys it. And she still comes in here every morning and buys a cup of my coffee. She still brings people in here from her daycare and buy coffee. And she did you pick up my coffee for at home when she's home?
So yeah, I would definitely talk to them and start to think about your strategy when it comes to retail. Okay. You should be selling mugs, your coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm starting the mugs because I want to have people come in, and I want to even make a little locker that you could put your mug in it, your own, you know, and you have your own mug when you come. We can become, you know, like a little coffee group. You know, I want to have
and you need to teach your audience about coffee too. Yeah. Become the coffee lady, the coffee queen.
Right.
Cool. What were your takeaways from our session today?
I loved everything. Nothing went wrong with today. Nick, you are great. Nothing went wrong, and I will introduce you into anybody who I think has a problem like me, because I was out of order. Yeah. I was really, and I learned people have bad days, Dina. You don't have to get so aggressive when they get aggressive, you know. So now, hi, how can I help you? Even if it's phony. Yeah. They don't have to know.
Even if it's phony.
And
because maybe your purpose is greater. Maybe they were meant to walk in here at that specific time.
Do you know that people say when I dance and I talk every morning that I give them so much energy, and like when I talk to you, you make me so happy. They say, when you make me so happy when I see you and I talk to you. And I'm saying to myself, I don't know how, because I'm miserable right now. But I don't dance. It's plenty of times I don't want to dance in the morning. Yeah. Or I don't want to talk. But I do it every morning because people like to see me dance. And I call it exercising. I don't know how they call it exercising for that little 5 minutes. But they say, I was exercising with you this morning, Dina. We was getting down. So I do it every morning, because if I don't, they go on my DM. What happened this morning?
Right.
Oh, I talk.
Because they're expecting it.
Right. And that's what I do. I went outside. I go to the Kroger's, and they say, that's the cupcake lady. That's the lady that be dancing. And I was like, wow. I might be a little bit famous for a second.
Yeah, and just keep on. You'll be known all over Atlanta.
I'm going to be.
So, one last thing. Can I dance with you?
Yes, let's get busy.
Let's do it.
Let's put some music on.
How are you? How was the session with Nick?
I loved it. I'm great. I feel so much good about the store. I'm much better about the store. I'm just happy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. I loved everything. Nothing was wrong. He taught me everything that I needed to do. But what I'm not going to do is go in the cash register every day and take money out. That's what I'm not going to do. But Nick was great, and so were you, sweetheart. So are you, Christian. Everything was great. Everything, I loved everything. Nothing went wrong today. And just to think, I had an attitude today, and I was nasty, but when I seen him, he brought it back, the happiness back again. And I'm not just saying it because he's here. And if you're looking for a business coach, Nick is the one. Do it, baby. Hey, hey, oh, oh, look at that Koffee KupKakes.
Hey.
And go on that sex. This is fun, baby.
Wow, Dina. I really love that lady. It's important that in entrepreneurship, we understand that it's okay to be you and to own your uniqueness and infuse that into the brand. Dina was very aware, which I really like that about her. You can't change anything unless you are aware of what you need to work on, what you need to fix. Entrepreneurship, we're wearing all of these hats, and it's okay to compartmentalize and check yourself when you need to check yourself, but also stand your ground when you need to stand your ground. Did you like that episode? Not only do I want you to click like and subscribe, but I want you to binge watch the next episode right here.